In the previous episode, we kind of flailed around a bit. We tried Skeletron, we tried the Queen Bee, but I just wasn't, I wasn't feeling it. In today's episode, we're going to try the Queen Bee again. Wow, that poor Scorpion just got absolutely annihilated from space. We're going to try the Queen Bee again, but I got to get everything to make the Abeemination, and I don't remember exactly what we need for that. Abeemination. We need honey blocks, we need hive, and we need bottled honey. Do I have some bottles? Just random open bottles. I do. Okay, cool. So we can go do all that. This is going to be a short episode by necessity. I just got a lot going on over, I don't know, last couple days, specifically today though. So I'm working on a commission for somebody and just trying to get that out. Well, honestly, by tomorrow morning. That's my deadline for it. And so I'm just trying to finish it up, And then on top of that, wow, I just like headshot that zombie. That felt real good, didn't it? On top of that, for those of you who are just joining in now on the channel, I recommend going and watching like the first episode. I explain everything that I do and how I run my own business and everything, but I love 3D printing, right? That's part of my business. That's one thing that I really, really enjoy. And I just got a new resin 3D printer that just revolutionizes everything that I do. It's incredible. I freaking love it. It basically does 90% of the work that I was doing before for me, which is great because it saves me a lot of time, but I'm in the middle of learning it. That's kind of part of the problem. So I'm learning it. And when you're trying to learn a new system, even though it's way more intuitive than the other ones, I would, honestly, I would say what I was doing before with my other resin printer was a hobby within itself. Like being able to upkeep it and figure out like how to actually utilize that stupid printer. It was a lot. It was definitely a lot. And now it's, it's a little different. I have to really focus on the fact that I don't have so much to do anymore. Why did that not pick that? There we go. I don't have so much to do anymore, but learning the new system and getting the automation part of it set up, it's just gonna take a bit of work. So that's what I'm working on. That's part of the reason why I'm so freaking busy today, and I'm just trying to get stuff done. Is for that very reason. Okay, so let's put this in there. We should be able to make the Abeemination now. A bee. There we go. Now we can summon as many queen bees as we like. And you bet your butt we're gonna try. I think the Eviscerator may end up being really, really good. So we're gonna keep trying that one. Magna Cannon, also really good, as we found out. But when it comes to killing the stupid little bees that pop out, we're gonna just need to do the Storm Surge. Try that out, see how well that goes, I think. All right, let's try this on. Let's see how this goes. We're gonna immediately swap to our bee killer, our little bee killer, and then we're gonna get some shots off with that one. She's gonna do a lot of these like little bee boys right off the bat, it looks like. So I just need to kind of focus a bit on dealing the damage that I can. I kind of wish that this weapon had some kind of like explosive ammo or something like that. You know what I mean? It'd be great. Because there's so many little dudes. There's so many of them. I'm gonna save that rage, maybe. Let's do that. Oh my goodness, with these guys. Whatever. I'm never gonna be able to actually hit the boss. Too many little bees. Which, to be fair, kind of what the Queen Bee does. If the Queen Bee didn't summon a bunch of bees, then is it a Queen Bee or is it just a bee? Makes sense, right? Big brain thinking there. Wow, that got really brutal at the end. I don't think I have the weapon for this yet. I don't really have anything that's clearing big waves of enemies and doing enough damage. So like, the amount of time I'm putting into this particular boss is super high because I'm just not doing any damage. So then we're running into the whole issue of fatigue during the fight, which is definitely a real thing. Now, I did have someone comment saying I should try to make a particular weapon. I'm going to look it up real quick and see if it's something that we can actually use. So one thing I just remembered is that the aerolite bars might be available to us. I believe that is after the perforators and the hive mind. I believe so. Now here's the thing. Here's the the twist is that the cannon that I was asked to make, which is called the Flurry Storm, requires aerolite, right? So like I have to get some aerolite in order to use this stuff. And I think aerolite spawns underground, but I'm not sure. Oh no, is that it? Let's find out. Let's find out. It's been so long at this point between the last playthrough and this one, even though it's not been that long at all, that I have completely forgotten aerolite. What exactly are we getting here? I know it's got like some cool rogue armor and whatnot. Maybe it also gives us some exceptional, you know what? Do I have a, well, any potion actually, but specifically the gravitation potion. I do. I guess I could, yeah, let's go this way and we'll pop this and go up and see if we can find ourselves a, huge amount of airlight, which I think I did. Yeah, it looks like that is the case. Okay, cool. So we'll gather all this stuff and then use this to make maybe a couple weapons and some armor and see if that's going to help us out. Because I just need a weapon with a little bit more horde clearing abilities while also allowing me to do some damage to the boss because this is not working. Wow, I got a lot of this stuff. Okay, so aerolite. Okay, we'll just do the full bars. Next stack, boom. What does this make exactly? Let's find out. So we got the balloons. Actually, the bundle of balloons may not be a bad thing. We probably could just go ahead and make that. Feather crown, yeah, that was the rogue thing that I was talking about. Harpy ring. Boosts flight time, which is pretty good. We can get the skyline wings, which are going to be an improvement on our rocket boots for sure. And that actually probably would help quite a lot with the boss. We have the Aerospec Armor, which I believe there is a ranger version of it, so we can get that. The hammer, blah, blah, blah. Oh yeah, this is where we start getting these. The taser shoots a hook that attaches to enemies and electrocutes them before returning. A slow, simple electric weapon meant only for low-ranking guards. But if it works, you know, not gonna deny it. Magic, melee, 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 melee. Of course these are all melee. It's interesting that this Aqua Shard shotgun requires aerolite. Bullet-filled shotgun, one ranged damage, fires a massive spread of bouncing bullets. I mean, that sounds like it could be fun. Gale Force fires a spread of low damage feathers. Okay, see, yeah, like this kind of stuff would work. Potentially. We need a sky mill. Do I even have a sky mill? I bet you I do inside of here. Sky? I do. Okay, perfect. So first things first, get out of my way. Get out of my way. Let's put this in. We need to make the Aerospec stuff, which is AERO, but it's not letting me. Why? Probably because I'm missing sunplate, right? That's definitely what it is, but I can make it apparently. Let's just make like 10 of it. Okay, headgear, that's rogue damage, melee, summon, ranged. Okay, so we got the hood. We got that, we got some pants. And I need more feathers for the breastplate. Well, ain't that something? Okay, let's see here. Let's put all this stuff on now that I've crafted it. So we're at 35 defense, and if we open up the stat sheet here, our ranged critical is at 4%, and our ranged damage is at 24%, okay? This is also giving us the life regen, which is pretty good, obviously. With this armor, we're getting 5% increased movement speed and ranged critical strike chance, right? So our ranged crit goes up to 12. Range damage down to 19%. Taking over 25 damage in one hit will cause a spread of homing feathers to fall, allows you to fall more quickly, and disables fall damage, which obviously is really good. And then if we also put the skyline wings on over that, we get some, some flying, which is really nice. But then we have the same amount of defense, I believe, at least. I also made the Gale Force, so I want to check this out. What does this look like? Yeah, so it's just like a straight up spread, which actually is kind of nice. There's a spread of low damage feathers. I wonder if I can swap this for different arrows. So like if I go, yeah, you can. Okay, that's kind of nice. And then we got the strong bullet-filled shotgun. That's kind of hilarious. All right, let's go try. Let's go try the Queen Bee and see how that goes. And this will be our last attempt for this particular episode. But, you know, I'm confident something will happen. The bouncing, actually, not a bad thing, to be perfectly honest. Okay, this shotgun is fun, but I'm not sure how good it actually is. It doesn't really kill these things fast enough, right? So let's try the bow. Man, our fall speed is kind of insane. I mean, the bow at least has some kind of spread here. For our, like, killing the bees. Whether or not it's any good, that's kind of... Yeah, I guess that's to be determined. I mean, I feel like I'm doing slightly more damage than I was with the other weapon, but not by much. Not by much. That's the problem, is like the spread is just... Yeah, it's just not working for us, I don't think. Come on, give it to me before I get hit. I mean, the adrenaline is nice, but if I'm not actually hitting hard, it doesn't really do much damage, does it? Yeah, it's a tough one. That's a tough one. I think the shotgun is super funny, but it's more of a meme weapon, right? And it kind of makes me think that the Flurry Storm might kind of be a bit of the same, but maybe a bit better, right? And the real problem is I need quite a few things. I need shards. I need the prism shards or victory shards or whatever they're called. And I need a bunch of other stuff that I just don't have to make some of these weapons. Now, if I'm using this particular weapon, my damage against the boss is nutty. And I kind of like that. But, of course, I get to this point, and then it's like, okay, well, now I have to kill the bees, which is not a bad thing. It gives me some regeneration, right? But then do I just kind of go right back to sniping Queen Bee? Is this how we do this? I feel like she's spawning a lot of projectiles, and the only way to really avoid it is to kind of fly up as she's doing that. It gives me a little bit more space to maneuver, you know, rather than just moving left and right. It's almost time to go back to the bow. I kind of want to do it before... Oh, wrong button. Oh, crap. It's unfortunate. Okay, can I hit rage? Doing my little sniping here. It's possible she might be enraging too. It's hard to tell. Because the biomes get a little weird when you do the city busters. I mean, it keeps a lot of the rear walls, but you never know. Like, we got a marble biome here too. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't think she's enraging because it was kind of insane how quick she was moving in the previous episode. Oh, goodness. This is hard. This is a hard fight, but that's what it's supposed to be. We're playing on death mode, you know? And I'm not playing enough at the moment, like, regularly to feel like I'm doing it properly. Although, I'll tell you what, the wings are helping. The wings are really kind of a nice addition to our loadout here. Whether or not the feather fall thing that we got going on is good, I don't know. I feel like we're avoiding a lot of damage with our brain, though. That's pretty good. Clear some of these little bees. I almost have another heal back. Okay, we got our heal back. Should probably go ahead and use it. Boss is almost dead if I can actually, like, hit her. Thankfully, this rifle does a really good job of, like, homing right in on them. As long as they're not, like, moving crazy. Which, you know what? She does. She does it often. That's what she does. Hey, we got her. Okay, good. Wasn't expecting her to die there. Thought thought I was gonna have to do a little bit more damage. Can I actually kill him? Get something? Probably not. All right, let's go back. What did we get from the queen bee? A lot of stuff. Oh my goodness, let's get rid of some of that. Beeswax, which is gonna give us the magic stuff, right? Summons, blah, blah, blah. Honeycomb. That's a plague thing. We don't need that. Honeydew. I can make this now, right? Yeah, standing in honey grants extra life regen. I don't think I'm going to use that. But the bee nades are kind of nice. So maybe I just get a bunch of bee nades. Something to consider. Okay, let's go ahead and dump this stuff in here. That. Got that out of the way at least, right? So that boss fight is done. I'm going to drop that in there and that. But I'm going to put this over here temporarily. We still need to put a thing down. We'll figure that out. All right, next episode, Skeletron, definitely.